The city of Velmira was renowned for its symphonies. Its grand halls echoed with melodies that could stir the soul, and its greatest composer, Maestro Callix, had once led the most brilliant orchestra in history. But Callix's genius was also his downfall. Obsessed with perfection, he pushed his musicians beyond their limits, forcing them to play until their fingers bled. When his final composition was deemed too dangerous to perform, the council burned his sheet music, silencing his masterpiece forever. Callix swore vengeance. "You will hear my symphony, whether you wish to or not." That night, he vanished, and Velmira fell silent. Decades later, under a blood-red moon, music returned to the city. But not from the living. Callix's ghost had returned, his orchestra playing the cursed melody that no one could resist. At first, the citizens of Velmira were captivated. The melody was impossibly beautiful, floating through the air like a whisper from the divine. Then, the hallucinations began. People saw shadowy figures swaying to invisible rhythms. Buildings distorted, streets twisted, reality itself bent in time with the haunting tune. The longer the music played, the deeper the madness spread. By the third night, those who heard the song never spoke again. Velmira was unraveling. The symphony had to be stopped. Only one dared to face Callix's ghost, Ilya, a violinist who had once studied under the maestro. Unlike others, he understood the language of music better than words. Equipped with nothing but his violin, Ilya followed the melody to the ruins of Grand Velmira Hall, where Callix's ghost stood at the conductor's podium, guiding an orchestra of the dead. Their bows moved, their fingers pressed the keys, yet their bodies were bones wrapped in smoke. Callix turned to him. His hollow eyes gleamed. "You come to silence my masterpiece." Ilya lifted his violin. "No. I come to finish it." The battle wasn't with weapons, it was with sound. Ilya understood the truth: Callix's symphony was never completed. Without its final notes, it remained an open wound in time itself. To stop it, he had to play the missing piece. As the orchestra swelled, Ilya closed his eyes and played. His bow danced across the strings, weaving a melody of closure, one that spoke not of madness, but of release. The spirits faltered. The music twisted. Callix's hands trembled as he conducted, his form unraveling. The song had found its end. But Callix wasn't ready to surrender. With a furious scream, the maestro thrust his baton into the air, commanding his ghostly orchestra into a final, violent crescendo. The spirits lashed out, their instruments vibrating with raw energy, notes crashing through the ruins like a storm. Ilya braced himself. He met Callix's fury with his own violin, but moving faster than ever, countering every unnatural surge with precision. His fingers burned from the speed, his heart pounded, but he did not falter. Then, at the peak of the battle, Ilya struck the final note. Sharp. Absolute. Unbreakable. Callix froze, his baton hovering midair. His hollow gaze flickered, recognition, regret, defeat. His body unraveled like strands of mist, dissolving into the night. The orchestra shattered, the echoes of their cursed melody vanishing into silence. Velmira was free. The city emerged from its nightmare, the streets quiet, but not empty. The people remembered. The halls reopened. Music returned. But never again would Velmira play a song without knowing its cost. Art can transcend time, but obsession can consume the soul. Some creations are meant to remain unfinished.